From the birthplace of Dr. King, Atlanta, Georgia, we welcome you to Inside the NBA, presented by Kia on this MLK Junior National Holiday 2019. Welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Charles Barkley. 11 games, so 22 of the league's 30 teams in action tonight, including the Golden State Warriors, who had a 10-point lead at halftime. And at that point, we were talking about, with the addition of DeMarcus Cousins, you referred to Klay Thompson as...
At times could be the fourth best player on the team.
Fourth best player.
At times he could be.
And Klay must have heard.
Yes, he must have.
That's what I
Bun butter, baby.
Talking nonsense. You right, bun butter, baby.
If you're the second best player to Michael Jordan, it doesn't make you...
We ain't talking about that.
But it was just reverse psychology, says Chris Babbitt.
Your analogy stink today. Don't even try it.
I mean, he has three great players on his team.
Just so you...
Is he the third best player on the team?
Yes.
He had 44. The third best player on the team had 44. How's that?
Yeah, that's why he's the third best player on the team. We told you.
That's why?
Good. Now that that's settled, let's go to the highlights. As LeBron sits again, and the Lakers 5-8 without him coming into this one.
Drop the ball.
How many third best players can get 44? None.
He might be the only one.
A lot.
He is the only one.
That's why.
That's my hope.
Shut up, fool.
Apollo's did.
DeMarcus will be capable of 40 points this year?
No.
Okay.
There is DeMarcus Cousins.
Why are they giving up all these layups?
They're shorthanded.
Pull.
They're shorthanded.
Damn.
Klay Thompson.
I'm drafting him, Kenny. I don't care what you're talking about.
Klay Thompson had 21 points in the first half.
A pure shooter like that, you got to take a pure shooter.
I'm not mad at
It was 65-55. Thompson with 21 in the first half, and then he stole the show.
Grant Hill does that every time I do a game with him.
Look,
Pull.
He wasn't. I'm just letting you know he wasn't a top 5 pick, so other people
he
didn't.
ain't got to be a top 5 pick.
Like,
Pull.
That's what he developed into now.
yeah, I agree.
Best shooters in the game.
17 for 20 on the
Pull.
No dribbles, Kenny.
23 points in the third quarter.
That's amazing.
No, give me that.
Hit his first 10 threes of the game.
I'm not going to talk about this.
Everything was going fine until that happened.
I'm not going to talk about it.
You know, that's what happens when you play in them PF Flyers.
Run faster and jump higher.
No.
Oh, hey,
Hey, he's lucky that wasn't bad.
he never planned it.
You all right, Steph?
He's not used to dunking.
No, he just, hey, that's what I
He's
know.
not used to dunking.
You okay, Steph?
And everything seemed all cheery and rosy until this late in the game. Steve Kerr and Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell better chill out. He'll be back in Bakersfield. They can win without you.
You mentioned
Just be coach, young fella.
Yeah, hey, listen, you
Just be enjoy the coach.
you mentioned no dribbles. You said for Klay. Actually, 8 dribbles on his 17 makes.
Jordan Bell better calm down.
Yeah, please, Jordan Bell. Steve Kerr, he's sorry. I know Jordan real well. He's a good kid. Please don't cut him.
Yeah, so
Please,
I got 2
Bob.
words for you, Jordan Bell. G League.
23 points on 8 of 9 and 7 out of 8 from deep in the third quarter alone.
Got plenty of Gatorade down there on them buses.
For Klay Thompson, this team, this scary
Klay
Golden
fame high,
State
too.
team is even scarier now. And then you got a night like this where Steph Curry doesn't have a big night. So we'll take Klay. You go ahead and do your thing.
Yeah, but Ernie, one of the things that has made the Golden State Warriors pretty much unbeatable, James Harden has to play great for the Rockets to win. Giannis Antetokounmpo has to play well. Same thing with Kyrie,
Kawhi.
Joel Embiid. There's not one player on the Warriors who has to play well for them to win.
And the fact that they committed to not having egos, because when you play on a team with a bunch of good guys, when a guy's hot, you got to get it to him. All those guys can create their own shot and shoot the ball, but when they recognize a guy's hot, they keep getting the ball. Egoless.
33 and 14 are the Golden State Warriors. The season high winning streak in the NBA is 8. It's happened 4 times, twice now by Golden State as they win 130 to 111 over the Lakers, who cannot wait to get LeBron James back, and it's going to be several weeks also for Lonzo Ball. So the Lakers struggling with the injury bug. Meantime,
Shout out to my
give me
Sixers
that.
who actually did something these other teams not doing. Double James Harden.
Oh.
And slowed the game down. The ability to slow the game down.
So T.J. McConnell was trying to stick right in there with him, and
I mean, it didn't work.
they threw a bunch of different looks at James Harden
But they
defensively
made
during
it
the
work.
night.
That's all you can do.
And then Joel Embiid was doing this.
Get up.
Lopping. This
I
was
love
East
the
Coast
fact that he
basketball.
went down to the post. They can't guard him in the post. He don't have to be out there shooting threes.
Here he is
Trying to
working on
guard him,
Fareed
Fareed.
right here.
Take it down lower. There you go. Get on me, little fella. That's when Embiid is at his best, when he's in the post. Because you can't guard him with one person. He's too good.
Harden going to take this one right to the rim.
Oh. Got to show on that screen, big fella.
And now Embiid with the blitz, and down goes Harden, and then
I have no
pushing
idea what
and
this
shoving.
was. That was nothing.
no.
That was absolutely nothing.
Good tip.
Corey Brewer.
Came in and gave him some real good energy and real good minutes. Started the game,
Okay.
got kind of flopped right here. Got James frustrated.
That's
Former Rocket.
First of all,
Yeah,
that's
goaded
not-
Harden into the foul there.
That's not a penalty either.
Give me
Oh,
that.
give me that.
That's just some flopping around like a fish.
Say something to him, Embiid.
Give me that.
Don't bring that to Philly.
Kind of parties at Chuck?
It's a block party.
Who's invited?
James
Oh,
Harden.
he had a VIP seat.
Oh, say
Get
something.
that out of here, little fella.
Harden still able to continue his streak of 30-point games at 20 now. He had 37 on the night. Ben Simmons got in the way of that pass.
Oh, too strong.
Tell you what, man, this the Eastern Conference Finals gonna be very exciting.
Embiid again.
Oh, got him.
Got the whole package, does he not,
Sure
Shaq?
does. Sure does.
He's got the package too.
Inside, outside.
He's got the
ball.
package. He's got the package.
Oh, on top.
The one thing that
200 points in the last 4 games for Harden.
If anybody was actually paying attention, anytime, not anytime, but a lot of times you can tell before the game, they said anytime James Harden get the ball on the wing, we're gonna double. They didn't double him from the top, but that's too hard to double. But anytime he got the ball on the wing, they double.
You said how many points, Ernie?
200 points in the last 4 games.
That's 50, Kenny.
That's 50 plus 50 is
Wait,
100.
listen, wait.
That's 50 points a game.
It
What?
took you that long to realize
It's
200
called
points
it's called sarcasm. Look up what that means too.
121-93. Look that one up too. They've won 4 of their last 5, and Houston
50.
has lost 3 straight on the road. Houston did
Triple green light, don't he?
Houston did make some news today when they dealt Carmelo Anthony
Yes.
to the Chicago Bulls, who will either try to trade him before the deadline or waive him.
This is starting to get ridiculous now.
Do you see Carmelo Anthony playing for somebody before the end of this season?
Yes.
Who will it be?
Lakers.
You said Lakers? I'm hoping also. I would think that he would also fit, and you guys might disagree, but I think like a team like the Spurs, you know, where the respect factor of Popovich is going to be there. He's going to be able to sell what Carmelo is hearing. Carmelo will understand his role clearly from day one when he walks in. They need scoring off the bench. They need a guy who, they play a slow-down game. They don't really shoot a bunch of threes other than the young guys. So I think he could fit in there. Hopefully, I would like to see him on a better team, a team that would use him. I'm a Carmelo Anthony fan, so hopefully he does.
I don't see it. I don't think so.
The whole year?
The whole year.
Wow.
I think somebody would have done it by now.
Well, no, they had to trade him.
I know that, but I'm like, the Bulls, that doesn't make sense to me whatsoever. So all the other teams could have traded for him also.
No, but the Bulls are just basically clearing space and getting money. Other teams was like, we don't need
Well,
that.
what space they get to clear? I was looking at those numbers. He getting $30 million from Oklahoma City. He got $1 million from the last couple teams, so they're not getting any cap space.
Well, it was a reason in terms of statistically why they do it. Other teams didn't want to do it. They didn't want to give up players. They didn't want to give up draft
The Bulls didn't give up players either.
Right, that's what I'm saying. So the Bulls
They
won.
want cash.
Yeah, they got cash.
So you think he's a Laker fit?
I think he's a Laker fit.
Because?
I think because I think he's upset right now. He's a little bit embarrassed. I think, a lot of people think he's done. I think he got maybe 1, maybe 2 more years left. And, be a good city for him, warm city. I think if he can get some opportunity, especially when LeBron's out the game, to get it going, maybe he could create some type of spark for them.
Houston falling to 26-20 with their loss tonight, 121-93.
He could help you.
At
there already.
Philly. Let's move on. Portland Trailblazers, Utah Jazz. Utah's been red hot. They've won 6 in a row. And just before tip, Rudy Gobert had to go to the bathroom.
Really?
So Jay Crowder came on to start. And about 12 seconds
That's
in,
funny.
Rudy Gobert was
funny.
back and ready to go.
Look at his shoes. Got some toilet paper.
Go, you gotta go.
Oh, come on. Hey, come on, Rudy.
D. Mitchell.
Tell you what, these are 2 interesting teams right here. I think both of them probably need to make a trade or do something spectacular if they're going to be competitive with Denver and the Warriors.
Jay Crowder.
What's Portland need in your estimate?
They needed 3.
Well, I've always thought they need to break at those guards.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
The same thing with the Washington Wizards. I don't think Wall and Beal can play together. I don't think McCollum and Lillard can play together. That's just my personal opinion.
oh, wow.
Yusuf Nurkic had a 17-point third quarter
Oh, good pass.
as the Blazers rallied from a halftime deficit.
Pull up. Pull up, pull up.
Actually, this is a perfect example why I think that Lillard and McCollum can't play together. I think when they play together, they're both terrific players, but they just take turns shooting. They don't get the other guys involved.
Yeah.
That's Jake Layman from Seth Curry.
Play for.
And then Damian Lillard,
Tough shot.
runner for 3. Jazz not going away yet.
Oh, Euro.
Mitchell
Like them uniforms,
who had
Kenny?
36.
I like those.
But Dame Lillard had 26, and the Blazers, who had lost the previous 2 meetings to the Jazz this year, win this one on the road, 109-104. Utah All-Stars, Gobert and Donovan Mitchell, you think one,
No,
both?
they're not going to get both.
I said one, both. Which
Yeah,
one?
probably Donovan.
I would go with Donovan. I mean, he's the guy that, Gobert is great, but I don't think that they're in any position they are without Mitchell. If they at all.
Wouldn't you say the same thing about Gobert?
Yeah, but I think
Well, I think I got to look at the list.
They're not going to get two.
No, he said if there was one of the other.
I know that, but I'm saying I would have to
Gobert
look
or-
at the list because
They're not going to get 2.
Well, they're not. Well, they might not get one. I can say when we
No,
talk-
if you had to choose one.
like I say, but I have to look at the list.
Why does their team, you have to look at the other players?
Well, because there's other players coming from other teams.
What, for front court, back court now?
Yes.
Oh, you're just saying front court, backboard. You're just not looking at the best players because,
No, I think
typically now they
I
don't
think
care
that-
about size
I know
after
that.
the start.
No, but I'm saying we're not just picking from that team. We got to pick from other teams. Like I think Tobias Harris deserved to be an All-Star guy.
No, we're saying, okay, let's say Tobias makes it and all those other guys, but if you had to pick one All-Star from that team, which one would you pick?
Donovan Mitchell.
I would probably go with I would have to look at the list. What I mean by that is how many guards, how many.
Answer the question, man.
I know, but just the question.
From that team, who would
If
you
you have,
pick?
if
Which
you
guy
pick,
from that
pick a
team?
Utah Jazz All-Star and only one this year.
What I mean, Ernie, I'd have to see how many.
I know.
How many guards?
Chuck.
I'm saying.
Yes.
Let's say if there was 5 guards and 5 front court people.
If I said if
now
I
there's one
Chuck,
spot
that's
left.
not the question.
check. Just
Now
let-
there's
let-
5 and 5.
Let me make my point.
I understand
If
your
I
point,
needed a guard, I would take Donovan.
No, there's 5 and
That's not
5.
the question.
There's 5 guards
you
and
can
a
have a
5
team.
big.
If I need a front court guy, I would go with.
I didn't say there were. I said there's 5 and 5 guards.
You can't
That's
box.
even.
You can't box me in.
I just boxed you in. This is
still
all
ain't answered
fantasy
the question.
basketball we're playing right now.
Got 2 guys on one team. Which one you picking? That's all. That's all we want to know.
5
Gobert
and
or
5.
Donovan
You need
Mitchell?
the 11th man.
Gobert.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Think it wasn't that difficult,
Congratulations.
but it was
Thank you, Chuck.
certainly worth the wait.
You act,
I gotta look at the list.
like,
And
you
just
know,
for the
I gotta
record,
look at
I'm
the
with you
list.
on that too. I'm with you on that.
Thank you, Ernie.
you act like this was the SAT.
Man,
Struggling over here.
that was.
But you said,
Put your pencils down. Your time is up.
you struggling.
Struggling over here.
More highlights on the way.
Need 10 more minutes. Y'all done already?
The C's are rolling.
I do not like working here.